What's up everyone, Chris Rogers here. I hope you enjoyed the little intro. I've been shooting with the brand new HERO10 Black from GoPro for the past couple weeks now. Been working on a really cool edit that's going to drop next Thursday along with a bunch of really other awesome content creators, so you definitely want to tune in for that. But in today's video, I'm going to do a little review of the camera, break down some of the new features that I like, one or two that I'm not the craziest fan of, but I won't lie, I'm very stoked on this camera. I've finally gotten all the things I've been wanting from GoPro for quite a while now. So we're gonna dive straight into it and get through this review. So first thing I wanted to mention on the HERO10 is the form factor. It is exactly the same form factor as the HERO9, same shape, same size. They claim it's 5 grams lighter. I haven't bothered to weigh it myself, but I don't think the average person's really gonna notice that. I'm really stoked that it's the same form factor, mostly because I use a lot of third-party accessories for my GoPros. So any third-party accessory that you guys might have for your HERO9, it's gonna work with the HERO10. So I personally really like to use a G-dome when I'm shooting with my GoPro in and around water. It just makes your underwater shots a lot more crisp and clear and allows you to get those split shots where you can see above and below the surface of the water at the same time. So it's really nice that I can use the HERO10 with the G-dome without having to wait for a new model to come out. Another accessory I really like using is the Air Video, which I put my GoPro in and then throw the camera usually towards an athlete or some kind of object, and you get some really incredible shots with it. So really cool that the form factor is exactly the same. But the big change this year is actually the internals, which we'll get into next. So the big changes from GoPro this year are actually internally with the new GP2 chip. So what does that mean? That means we're now getting better slow motion, aka higher frame rates at higher resolutions. We're getting 4K at 120, which is my personal favorite mode and sort of the one I'm using the most. And we're also getting 240 frames per second at 2.7K, which is honestly the best slow motion you're going to use if you're shooting high paced action sports like I do when it comes to wakeboarding, surfing, snowboarding, etc. So this is a massive upgrade. I cannot even stress how much of an upgrade this is. Personally, I would have liked to have seen GoPro do something crazy like 400 or 500 frames per second at full HD. It probably would have turned the camera into an absolute heat brick and it would probably, overheat in a couple minutes. I still think they probably could have done it, maybe limited it to only record for a couple minutes before overheating. I think they probably should have done it for marketing purposes, even though the footage might not look as great. I would have liked it. Maybe we'll see it in a future firmware upgrade from GoPro. I think it would be a smart decision marketing-wise for them to do that, but honestly, the average person does not need more than 240 frames per second, and having that slow motion in 2.7K and 4K is honestly any filmmaker's dream. The quality coming out of this camera is phenomenal. One of the things I've really noticed about the GP2 chip is just the general processing power of the camera is a lot better. So I didn't realize how bad the touchscreen was on the HERO9 until I got the HERO10. It is super sensitive, super intuitive, and it just works really, really well. It's crazy. When you get a HERO10 in your hands, you're gonna realize how bad the HERO9 screen really was. Yeah, it's a proper upgrade, and yeah, it's almost frustrating using the HERO9 after getting this thing in my hands. So with the new GP2 chip, we also get Hypersmooth 4.0. Hypersmooth, as you may know, is GoPro's just revolutionary stabilization. It's been around since, I believe, the HERO7 days, and it's just upgraded and improved every year. I honestly don't know how they do it. It's, hats off to the engineering team. They've done an incredible job. Hypersmooth 4.0, honestly, it's quite difficult to see the difference between the Hypersmooth 4 and the Hypersmooth 3 from the HERO9. Both are so incredibly good. I guess the big difference is that with the horizon leveling mode on the HERO10, you can now tilt the camera to 45 degrees and the horizon will stay level, whereas previously on the HERO9, it would only go to about 27 degrees and then you'd see the horizon start to tilt. pretty incredible. You know, most people, you're not filming like this, but you will get shake on certain sports and certain activities. So you're gonna notice that difference when you have it in that mode. But you know, that's what we have the max lens mod for. So that's actually what I should speak about next. So last year when GoPro brought the HERO9, they also released a brand new mod called the Max Lens mod, which was a pretty awesome invention by them. And you know, it really took stabilization to the next level. You could honestly move your camera completely upside down any which way and the horizon would stay completely locked and you get some really incredible shots. I took advantage of this setting quite a lot and got some pretty incredible shots with it. A really fun accessory to play with. So one of the reasons I found the HERO9 to be quite redundant with the Max Lens mod for someone like myself is because I have the regular GoPro Max and I can shoot very similar modes, pretty much identical modes to the HERO9 with the Max Lens mod with just the Max and Hero mode. But now with the Max Lens mod on the HERO10, you're getting double the frame rate. So you're getting better slow motion that's fully stabilized, which you can't get on the Max. You know, the Max only goes up to 60 frames per second. The HERO10, you're gonna get 120 frames per second, completely stabilized. So it's really making a big difference. Buying the Max Lens mod now is a no-brainer. I'm gonna be recommending this to a lot more people than I did with the HERO9, especially even if you own the Max, I'm gonna still recommend it to you because the shots you get with this are on another level. So yeah, pretty cool to see that upgrade this year with the HERO10, but I really hope we see a new 360 camera soon from GoPro. Doubt we'll see it this year, but hopefully in the next year. So I think a lot of people forget how good a GoPro is at taking photos. You know, nowadays we're living in a predominantly video world. Everybody wants to shoot video, but the photo capabilities on these cameras, especially last year when they upgraded the megapixels, I believe it was from 12 to 20. Now we're getting 23 megapixel photos on the HERO10. So a slight bump. I mean, I've snapped a few photos. I think they're pretty incredible. Don't underestimate the photo capabilities of a camera. I've been having a lot of fun shooting some photos on the HERO10. So as you can see, the photo capabilities on the HERO10 are pretty impressive. If you enjoy shooting photos on your GoPro, any GoPro for that matter, I do make my own GoPro presets for editing photos, which you can find on my website. I'll have that link below if you want to check them out. If you want to up your color grading game on your GoPro photos, yeah, you can see some of the before and afters. Really makes a difference, really takes your photos to the next level. It's what I use for all of my photos on my Instagram. So yeah, if you want to check that out, it'll be linked below. And then also if you want to color grade your videos, I also have video filters as well. Really enhances your footage, you know, for any activity, whether you're in the snow, the tropics, shooting underwater. I have video filters that really enhance your color grading on your GoPro. So yeah, if that's something you're interested in, I'll have a link below. Something worth checking out. I use them for all my videos. So the battery life on the HERO10, it's the same as the HERO9. If you have the HERO9, you would know that there was a substantial upgrade in the battery life last year. You're gonna see the same sort of performance with the HERO10. However, if you are using the high-end modes on the HERO10, like the 4K at 120 or the 2.7 at 240, it is gonna chew up the battery a lot quicker. I definitely noticed this while filming. So battery life, still impressive, but does not last as long when you're using the high-end modes. So if you plan on using those high-end modes with the HERO10, you're definitely gonna want to have some extra batteries with you. So one of the things I have mixed feelings about when it comes to the new HERO10 is the hydrophobic coating they've put on the lens. Now, there's a lot of pros and cons to this. I have spoken about my methods of managing water droplets when shooting with the GoPro in quite a few other videos. And you know, that changes with this new hydrophobic coating. It's gonna push water off the lens a lot more. You can see it in some of these GoPro shots, filming some wakeboarding, you know, the water beads off, but it does leave a small little water droplet on the lens that eventually falls off. I prefer keeping the lens wet the whole time. So I'm gonna, you know, battle to find ways of managing this when shooting with this camera now. I'm probably gonna end up putting the HERO9 lens on it for certain activities. You know, some activities you want the hydrophobic, some you don't. I think you as the end user are gonna have to decide that for yourself. But if you prefer keeping the lens wet, like I have in previous videos, you might wanna put an older lens on your HERO10, but that's something you're just gonna have to work out for yourself. I have very mixed feelings about this. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this review. I try to give as sort of unbiased opinion as possible. I am really stoked on this camera. You know, I've been wanting all these modes and settings for a while now. I can understand why they've delayed it. I mean, it's impressive that you can get something that shoots 4K at 120 frames. That's this big, that fits in your pocket. For GoPro to do that, really cool, really impressive. Little disclaimer, I'm not paid to make this review, which means I can say whatever I want, which I feel like I have. However, GoPro have contracted myself and 9 other creators for a really epic video project where we basically got free reign with a new camera, got a budget, and they just let us run wild with it. That is coming out next week, Thursday. We're all dropping edits. You don't want to miss it. We've got some insane clips. There's so much that I had to hold back on playing in the little intro clip of this video that I'm saving for the video next Thursday. So you definitely don't want to miss it. Make sure you've got all the notifications on, you're subscribed. It's going to be an awesome edit. And there's going to be 10 of them online from a variety of some of my favorite creators. So I'm really excited for everyone to see that. And yeah, if you want to get the new HERO10 Black, I will have that link below. If you do enjoy my channel and if you do enjoy watching the videos and you want to support me, if you do buy the GoPro through the link in my bio, I do get a little bit of a kickback. So that's really cool if you want to do that. And yeah, I would recommend anybody upgrading to this camera. There've been previous years where I've gone like, oh, maybe get this camera, maybe wait a little bit. It doesn't matter what GoPro you own, you should upgrade. This thing's an absolute weapon. So as I do every year in my review videos, I have the new HERO10 Black to give away to one of you guys. If you would like to stand a chance of winning this, all you have to do is post an Instagram story of any section of this video, tag myself and tag my Filters Instagram page as well. Make sure you're following both their accounts too, and we will announce the winner probably in about 3 to 4 weeks time on Instagram. So make sure you're following us there. And yeah, one of you will be walking away with the brand new HERO10 Black real soon. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed. I will see you real soon for an absolute hammer of a GoPro edit. I'm super stoked for it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Oh, it's good to be back, boys.
Fuck yeah.
It is good to be back.
I fucking better today.
Oh.
Funny, I get that feeling like every time I get off the plane, like at the beginning.
Dude, it's like, it doesn't even feel like familiar anymore. It's like so foreign to me.